G'day, and welcome to this What's New in Visions of Chaos video. This video is going to cover the new features and changes in version 102.4. So let's get started. The first new feature is video styling in the AnimateDiff prompt travel mode. The movie playing now is an example of what you can create using AnimateDiff prompt travel. Video styling allows you to take an existing video and apply new styles to it. As an example, we will take this example movie of a woman running and apply a cartoon effect to it. So to do this, go into the Machine Learning, Movie Generation, AnimateDiff Prompt Travel mode, and if you click Open and select the Visions of Chaos example, and so that loads up the settings to give a classic hand-drawn Disney animation cell style to a video. And so to stylize a video, you just click Stylize a Video and select it. And once that's done, it all takes over hands-free. I am currently recording this on an older PC with a 3090, so this will be a little bit slow and I will be skipping ahead. After the first stage finishes, just have a quick look and see if there's any errors that need attention. Otherwise, press any key and it will start the actual video styling process. So once that's all finished, if there's no errors, press any key and that will bring up the FFmpeg movie builder in Visions of Chaos. To accept the defaults, just click Build. And then once done, it will show you your stylized version. So you can stylize any other video you have using that same method in the AnimateDiff prompt travel mode. And here's a result from the 3D Pixar stylization. The next update is that Invoke AI has been updated to support the latest version of Invoke 3.2.0. So if you have used it in the past, it is now the latest and greatest version. The next new mode is Hotshot XL. Hotshot XL creates 1-second movies but has support for larger resolutions. So as a test, let's try 768 by 320 and the prompt Roses in the Rain. And that's the sort of example that you can get. There are also different settings you can play with to control the output. As you can try larger resolutions, although using the resolutions under the Hotshot XL resolutions work best because they are the sizes the models were trained on. Let's try Shrek eating pizza, which I use as a test for these movie creation models. And there's a result for that one. Not too bad, although he's not eating it. If your result doesn't turn out the way you like, you can always try the batch function here, which will use your current prompt with multiple random seeds. And so you can let this run over multiple runs and then come back and see which of the results you like the best. So that's Hotshot XL. The next new mode is Focus MRE. If you've used the existing focus mode in Visions of Chaos, Focus MRE is similar, it just has more advanced settings to play with. So let's just try a kitten wearing pajamas in Times Square. And there you go. Not bad. And both Focus and Focus MRE are aimed at getting results quickly. You can also try these other settings out. If you want more info on how to use it, there are links down here for their wiki and documentation. So that's Focus MRE. Next up, TTS Generation Web UI has been updated to the latest code. TTS Generation Web UI has various voice and music and audio generation features.
TTS Generation Web UI has been updated to the latest version in version 102.4 revisions of Chaos. This is an example of the Bark text-to-speech functionality.
Using the prompt a thumping trance melody gives us this result. And here is another result for slow melodic piano music. And if you select the audio gen model here, you can then create sound effects from text prompts. So here is heavy rain and thunder. And also, if you want longer than 10 seconds, you can change the duration up here to up to 6 minutes. So that's a quick look at the TTS Generation Web UI. The next new feature is Focus, which has been updated to version 2.1.754. Focus is a great mode for people who are new to text-to-image, as it generates quickly and has relatively simple settings. If you click the Advanced button, you will then see that there are these many styles to choose from. So you can easily change the style or look of your output if you want to. So if we uncheck these defaults, and let's try fantasy art. Or let's try hyperrealism and throw in some psychedelic with it. And finally, let's try a surrealist watercolour. So as you can see, you can get a wide variety of results by just combining and trying all of these various styles. Focus is a nice and simple and quick text-to-image system, which I recommend everyone try. Okay, the next new feature is a search for the mode menu. I had a few comments saying that users get lost with all the various modes and under what category certain things are. So to make that simpler, there is now this search functionality here. So say that you're looking for the new Hotshot mode and you don't know where that is, you can just start typing and it will narrow down until you find it. So you can either click here and click OK, or just double click that and it takes you straight to that mode. So that should help those who tend to get lost with all the modes in Visions of Chaos. The next new feature is the models list for the text generation Web UI mode. These have now been updated to 5 of the latest and greatest best models, whereas previously there was a much larger list of various older models. I have now cut that down to these 5. If you have another model you want to add in, you can by pressing the F key here and typing in the URL. Otherwise, these 5 here are a very good starting point. So let's just have a quick look at this. If we just click start. And so once this loads, you can just chat to it. You can think of this as a cut down version of ChatGPT that you can run locally on your PC rather than on the web. So let's just ask it a few questions. You can experiment with this mode and see what sort of results you can get. The next new mode is Scale Crafter. Scale Crafter is for rendering larger sized images using Stable Diffusion. As you can see here, you can generate 2048 by 2048 pixels up to 4096 by 4096. So if we try a prompt here, a cybernetic android in a cyberpunk city alley at night. And here is the result of that prompt. So if you want to try larger size Stable Diffusion models, give Scale Crafter a try. The next new mode is Deform Kandinsky. Deform Kandinsky creates longer movies by merging multiple prompts together. And for the default example, it will go through a forest in the various seasons, so winter, spring, summer and autumn, and then back to winter again. You can also have the camera move during each part and set the durations for each segment. So once you've set up your various settings, just click Generate. And once that's done, here is the result. Next up is Face Fusion. Support has been added for version 1.3.1. You can still use 1.1.0 if you prefer. Face Fusion is a face swapper to swap faces in images or videos with another face. For example, if we want to put Scarlett's face onto the Eraserhead guy, you just load those up as the source and target images and then click Start. And once that's done, the source face is put onto the target image. You can also do videos, but it'll take a bit longer, and there are various settings you can tweak. The next new mode is the Show One mode. Show One is a text-to-movie system that creates short movies. Pouring milk into coffee. And once that's done, here is the result. The next update is the Smooth Infinite Zoom mode. Smooth Infinite Zoom makes movies like the one you're watching now. The update for this version is that there are now more in-painting models to choose from. Each of these models gives different results, so try them all out. The next update is a fix for the installer for the LOLLMS Web UI mode. LOLLMS has got more features and settings that you can tweak for text processing. You can have many different models for chatting and text processing, different bindings, and other settings. So let's see what it thinks about the meaning of life. If you find the text generation web UI too simple, you can try this mode and tweak all the various settings. Next up is the Unlimited Music Gen mode. Unlimited Music Gen is a text-to-music system. All you have to do is describe your music you want and set the duration and click Generate. And once that's done generating, here's the result. Another feature of Unlimited Music Gen is it can apply a style to an existing melody. So, for example, this example they give here. And so the bass melody is this from Bach. If we now apply this text to that music, and this is the result. So you can create some interesting music from scratch or based on other songs you've got. So give this mode a try as well. The next new feature is the Latent Consistency model. The main advantage of the Latent Consistency model is speed. If we try some of these examples, you'll see that you get very nice results in under a second. So if you are after really quick results, give the Latent Consistency model a try. Next up is Image Mixer. Image Mixer can combine up to 5 images or text prompts to create new images. For example, if we try the Mona Lisa with the girl with the pearl earring, we get these two. Another example, combining Scarlet with a Giger painting gives us these results. And another example, combining Starry Night with a AI generated image of roses. And that gives us that result. So have a play with the Image Mixer, try any photos or images that you have that you think would combine to create interesting results. The next new feature is Stable Diffusion Web UI Depth Map. This mode creates various representations of 2D images in 3D. Let's just check all of these as an example. And then click Generate. Okay, so once that finishes, we can see the outputs. We have got background removal, which didn't exactly do the best job. Depth map, side-by-side 3D. 3D to be used with the red and blue glasses. And I think that's 3D normal map. And the 3D mesh it generated, which in this case, not that impressive. And now we can generate a video from in-painted exclamation point mesh. So we'll just go generate video. And once that's done, you get a sort of 2D to 3D conversion. This same processing effect is also available in the 3D photo in-painting mode in Visions of Chaos. So that's a quick overview of what this new mode can do. And the last new feature for this release is Longer Crafter. Longer Crafter creates longer movies from text prompts. In this case, we'll try campfire at night in a snowy forest with starry sky in the background. And once that finishes, here is the result. Okay, so that brings an end to this What's New video for version 102.4. A quick shout out to all of my patrons, you are all awesome. Patrons get access to all the new releases of Visions of Chaos every day or second day. They get all the bug fixes early, all these new features, they had before the public release. So if you have a spare $5 and would like to support me, I would greatly appreciate it. If you found this video useful, please let me know in the comments. I find it much more difficult creating movies than I do coding the actual software, but hopefully this helps people see the new features rather than just a list of new mode names. Let me know, and thanks for watching.